now we're using Hunter Recruitment. I know that
Okay,
you are
very
concerned.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
talk
had
about that
great
experience.
success.
Yeah. So what's that been like? So you just say we're looking for, this type of position, and then start sending me some resumes, or so maybe talk about how you're using them for people that don't.
So Hunter Recruitment, we kind of give them what we're looking for. We go through, they've helped us find electricians, generator technicians, office staff. So we kind of go over what we're looking for. They're putting ads out on Indeed, and they've also set up on our website. We use, which is incorporates into Jazz HR, so we're able to monitor what's coming in, as well as they're monitoring it. They're really screening everybody,
Okay.
what we're looking for, and they're pushing them forward to us. Hey, this one's a good candidate. Take a look at this person in particular, and they set it all up. They really set up the interview. They follow up with the person who's coming in, making sure that everything went well, what they thought of it.
Yeah.
We also are doing geofencing with them, so
Oh,
we're
great.
able,
Yeah.
yeah, so we're able to hopefully get some ads out that way too.
That's fantastic. Now, when you're talking to them about what positions you're looking to add, do they say, hey, this is the type of people we're looking for, or do you kind of let them go ahead, and because that's what they do, recruiting? But how in depth do you get about the type of people?
With our technicians, I make sure that they know that we need someone who can communicate well.
Okay.
That it's going to be, that has some sort of customer service background, preferably. If we can get that, it's hard with electricians. But we definitely kind of go through what we're looking for, the type of person we're looking for. Here, we're looking for a lot of guys who are going to be honest, trustworthy. We make that very clear up front.
Yeah.
When we tell them who we're looking for. Same thing with the office, making sure that they have that good customer service as well. And they screen up. They're the ones talking to them, and they're screening them and kind of going through what our core values are.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So once they book the interview, is that individual interviewing with you, or with this, who's doing the interviewing at that point at your office?
I'm doing all of the interviewing, and then on our electricians, I might have, or even generator techs, I might have Joe sit in if it's something that I think that maybe I might need a second opinion on,
Sure.
and then we kind of go from there. They follow up with us, and we either put together an offer letter for that person, and we just copy Hunter so that they can go ahead and follow up as well as us.
Yeah, sure. Well, you guys have been growing a lot, so I know, or I'm assuming you've been interviewing a lot of people. So in your experience, what are some things you always do in interviews, questions you ask that kind of, is there certain body language you're looking for? You know how you feel after an interview, like someone or not. What are those cues that you keep an eye out for during interviews?
Well, I don't ask. We do have a sheet that we do go through, that we try to, but I do let everybody know that it's just a conversation. I want to get to know that person. I don't want to have to fire off a ton of questions to them. I like to have that conversation flow a little bit. I'd like to know about them, what they like to do in their personal time. That kind of tells me a little bit about that person too. Sorry, we're on motion here.
That's okay.
So, we're asking about, what motivates them,
Yeah.
what they're looking for, what type of company that they're looking for to work with. I tell them a lot about our company so that they know what to expect from us, what a typical day is going to be here. I also ask them what a typical day for them looks like currently, so I can get an idea of, what type of work ethic. I can tell by what they're doing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if they're home at 1:00 every day, maybe not someone that's working.
Yeah. Yeah. And how they're communicating. How are they answering those questions?
Right.
There is one question that I do ask that people say that kind of stumps them. I ask, what has been your biggest failure and how do you overcome that?
Ooh, yeah.
So, because failure, it may be a failure to you, but it's a learning tool. So how did you overcome that, and how did that affect you?
That's great. I bet you see some sweating at that point.
I do.
That's good though. You want to see people react with stress. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But I think that's important, that people can have that, that strength to overcome whatever failure might be.